Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Self-Care Writer. I am the host, Ashley, and today we're just going to be going through today's tasks. What we have up front here is the blog posts. I'm very behind, as you can see, but I just wanted to go kind of do like an over-the-shoulder type thing. I know that I'm not on screen. I just want to go ahead and like dive into this. I don't have my camera up and ready. So let's go ahead and jump in. But so let me see. We have this one here, which we're actually writing. So this is the one that will be going on the blog post. This is the one that we're using as a template to rewrite the entire thing. All right, so we are on section 3. So section 3 is strategic tips that actually work. Strategic tips that actually work. So I don't like to like copy and paste things that ChatGPT gives me. I like to reframe it in my own words, but whenever like I'm trying to make it print out a template for me, I would have it kind of go and write this kind of like the same way style that I write, so I can better retain it and understand what it's actually asking for. So it's kind of like making it into something that is geared specifically and solely to me. Um and if you gather anything from whatever I'm writing down and sharing with you today in today's video, be sure to, make notes, possibly even like write your own blog based on this. There's just a lot of content y'all can make with longer form content from somebody else's work. Hint, hint, shrug, shrug, wink, wink. I don't know. All right, so excuse a little pound. I'm drinking coffee on the side here. All right. Now I'd gotten a text from my child's school. So we have strategic tips that actually work, and then like on this tab over here, I'm gonna be working on my tablet, so you'll probably hear like little tap taps or something. Actually gonna move the mic a little bit further away so it's not as bad as tap taps, if that makes sense. All right. So what do I think when I see strategic tips that actually work? Um, let's find out. I'm trying to see if I want to redo that title or if I want to kind of leave it as is. Strategic tips that actually work. Depending on what it shows in my AI SEO score, I'll probably leave it as that. For subhead, finding ways to turn good emails into valuable ones. Okay. Let me think. Hmm. So um creating good emails can um can turn into valuable ones. I don't think this is exactly what I want it to say. Let's see. When creating, okay, I kind of figured it out. So I like to usually try to write to the actual reader, which is another marketer or somebody who could use like benefits within an email themselves. So it's just like kind of trying to help them create their own roadmap of email for the post. What is it called? The post purchase. That's what it's called. The post purchase. All right, so we have when you create new or unique ways, um unique for your emails, you can turn good ones or good emails into valuable ones. Um, because I don't want it to be like your emails, good emails. Like there's just too many emails now. So I want to kind of limit it to two, because I could have said when you create new or unique ideas for your emails, you can turn good emails into valuable emails. They're like, no, we're not. We'll just do valuable ones. Kind of like what is shown here, but I kind of made it into my own sentence. So maybe it is a little bit longer, but it's more in my like verbiage, I guess, in a way, my brand voice. So then we'll move down to the stack here. So try segmenting based on behavior such as, are they first time or returning customers? Okay, so add segmentation based on behavior. Hold on, I gotta get a little well, I thought I had it on here. There we go. A little arrow. So we can do new or first time buyer or returning customer. Okay, and then the next one we have using plain text emails to make it feel more personal. Cut the snazzy designs. Make it more personable instead of a flashy sale looking email. So I do want to kind of like reiterate on that itself. This is for post purchase emails. So you definitely don't want to just like make it very like out in your face kind of thing. That's like I'm getting like a clown. I'm getting, not like y'all are our clowns, okay? I'm not saying that. But I'm just trying to say it's more of like kind of like a costume party. You know, like make it very vibrant and like out in your face and like, you know, putting more detail into an email, it doesn't need that. So when you have like images or like, you know, poppy, flashy little like buttons, colors and stuff like that, and images, I should say, those can make it feel like it's more of a template style. where it's just like, this person is not going to be doing this for each and every person, right? You want it to seem like you just typed this out and you sent it to them because you kind of did, but they don't how can I phrase this? They don't think it's a flow. They think that you're doing this stuff by yourself. For the people that don't know email marketing or are not running their business, they don't, like, I'm sure they could, like, if they actually thought into it, they could figure it out, but they don't, because they just don't think that line of work, because they don't have to deal with that line of work. So you wanted to make it seem like you wrote it just now and you sent it to them. It also helps that you can send emails at like random parts of the day, and it's not like has to be 11:30 on the dot. It could be like 11:37, 11:42, 180 180. That's not even like applicable. But we have like 152, stuff like that, stuff that like is more reasonable and makes them be like, oh, that's a weird time to send. I guess they did actually just write this, because why wouldn't they have it at like 11:30 or 1:50 in the afternoon, like a on the dot type thing, like fives or tens, I should say. But so that's fine. Like, the snazzy designs are fine if that's like your brand audience and brand voice, and like it's aligned with your brand in general. It's like a signature kind of thing. Like, if there's a signature image or a signature color in like branded template, like that gets people to open it and they're just like, oh yeah, I know, like the pink lines on the sides. I know an email like that, that's gotta be such and such, like this brand name or whatever. So stuff like that um is okay, but keep it to minimal. Like, see what, maybe just the colors, because it doesn't have to be like a plain like black and white email. It can be your colors. Obviously make it your font, the font style and stuff like that. The next one we have is add social proof, like user generated content or UGC, and real reviews. So when you get, I'll go after, I'll say it after I'm done writing this one down. Um, add user generated content, and we'll put UGC, and real reviews. So with the social proof, you'll definitely want to increase your chances of trying to land another sale. And then when they see that this person enjoys it, of like a product, and you can even like add an extra one that's like, so you bought lip gloss or lipstick and you didn't know that they had lip gloss, right? We're talking beauty here. If they didn't know about it, you could cross sell and like have like a post purchase flow that shares the top 5 lip glosses, or like maybe the top 3. 5 kind of seems like a lot, like you're just now being salesy, but the top 3 with like customer reviews underneath them. So that way like they feel more confident in buying the current product because you put it in their face, you put it in their email, and they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna click on this one because I like these detailed reviews. So you want the review to be as detailed as possible for that specific reviewer, that you're putting that review underneath that product. So it helps, gather more sales, because the more detailed it is, the more it's realistic and the more people actually trust, because it seems like they actually put some thought into this, right? So the next one we have is write a founder note, personalize it, write a hand, put a handwritten note to add more emotional trust with your audience. So I just had a little thing that popped up in my head. So I know that like some of us, like myself, have digital products. They don't have actual products to actually sell and ship to their customers or audience. And it's just like, what if we wrote a hand note to these people and posted the image? And posted the image, attached it to the email. I think that would be kind of cute, depending on like what brand, obviously. I think it's more like a cutesy thing that's more styled for like women. I mean, men too, I guess, but I don't really see, for me personally, that men to totally care for that kind of stuff. So I just don't have the let me minimize or go into streamer mode for Discord so it doesn't mess with the speaker here. But my brand is geared towards women. I do have a lot of men that do like my blog posts and they are interested in what I have to write, which is perfectly fine because everybody can learn from everybody. No shame in y'all's game. Whatever, you do what you do. I have no problem with men liking my content or liking, or invested in girl related content that's geared towards women. Thank you. Thank you for those who actually get something informational or inspired to do something new. Appreciate you for being here. Just saying. Just wanted to throw that out there. I appreciate y'all. Anyway. Repeat purchase rate, open rate, and call to action, or not call to action, my goodness. Click the rate are metrics you should track. So track metrics. RPR, repeat purchase rate, open rate, and click through rate. DTR. So we're gonna put those on there. So these are metrics that you definitely want to be checking. If any of them are lower than the others, then maybe that is the problem. There is, so for like, say, repeat purchase rate, you'll want to see what you're doing that is falling off within those. Open rates could be the subject line. Click-through rate could be the email, or the call to action within the email. for that click-through rate, because whenever they click through, that's them clicking on your call to action, which is like your button or a link or something that directs them to somewhere else on like a web page, a product or service or whatever that you're trying to promote. So when you have those and you actually understand a breakdown of like which one is directed where, then you can actually understand and start doing like A/B testing, or you could just start practicing on like how to make it better and figuring out better ways to write it, what sense of style people like, stuff like that. Okay, so that goes to section 4. Here. Okay, with real talk, keep it human, I made it as be yourself, keep it human, because real talk is not something that I would say. Very slangish, but anyway, the subhead I have make it feel as though you're talking to a, and I don't want to put friend. Why don't I want to put friend? Because it seems like everybody puts friend. Make it seem like you're talking to a friend or a family member. It's just like, no, I don't want it to just follow that classical line. I have to be different. I have to be different. I'm from America. Anyway, um, let's see. And I don't want to say yourself because I don't want to be that weird kid that talks to themselves, even though I am, as I'm doing it right now. Oh my goodness. Um, talking to your bestie, we could say that. Or that new man that you're trying to get at the Chili's. Okay, let me stop messing around with y'all. Let me stop messing around with y'all. All right. To your bestie, or uh what about, I don't want to say coworker because I want to make it like, I want to make it something that would sound like me. See. Maybe your closest friend? Mm, we'll just leave it as your bestie for now. Bestie. Make your post purchase flow. sound as if you're talking to your bestie and catching up at your favorite local coffee spot. Boom, let's go. Oh my god. So it definitely sounds like something I would do. All right, so now we have abstain from using robotic or excessive transactional tones. So we can do refuse to use robotic and extremism extreme extremely Jesus transactional tones. All right, keep your words aligned with your brand voice and what your audience resonates with. Let me move this down just a tad. Okay. Refuse to use robotic and extremely transactional tones. Keep your words aligned with the brand voice and what your audience resonates with. Stay aligned with brand voice and resonate with audience, with your targeted audience. Next one. Make your audience feel empowered and be compassionate with their buying decisions. So we can do radiate the empowered vibe and let's see, let your compassion to your audience's buying decision. Make your so let your compassion for your audience's buying decision make turn into no, we're not gonna do that. Hold on. That is wrong, but it's something that's generalized. Like I wanna like the way it's written, like it's just the sound, it's the message that I'm getting that I'm trying to like what's it called? Decipher? Deciphering the message that's in my head into a way that makes sense and people can actually understand. Because if I'm the only one who can understand it, I'm not doing a good job. Be compassionate and in return be compassionate blah, blah. Be compassionate to your buyers to your audience is buying decision buying decisions, and in return they'll in return they will feel more empowered. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, that is the one. All right, let me delete this other one. We'll move on. Okay, so wrapping up plus call to action. Am I really almost done with this? Okay, that's a short blog. So your customers. Let me put this up a little more. So this is the one we're looking at here. So your customers your customer has already agreed to use your product or service, so don't ghost them. Adding special touches like the post-purchase flow that's warm, intentional, and value-packed can help build your brand that people love. Okay, so yeah, I was confused at the very end there. What the hell was happening with the whole sentence? So we are going to say post purchase flows that feel warm, intentional, and value packed can help improve your brand's trust. These types of brands are ones that customers love and keeps them returning for more. So I do want to add to the top part there for the first sentence. Your customer has already agreed, so don't ghost them. So I kind of want to put that underneath. Following or understanding the post-purchase flow post-purchase flow will help you organize your emails after purchase and avoid ghosting your customers altogether. Understanding the post-purchase flow will help you organize your emails. The purchase is made and avoids customers or we can do avoid ghosting your customers with easy post purchase flows by making them feel warm, organized, intentional, and value packed. This improves, I don't want to say improve, I want to say this makes your brand gain your brand's customers gain trust and builds long-lasting loyalty. Okay, so we will put that instead of all of this gibberish I just put. And then the CDA options want help writing your post-purchase emails. So that'll be the first button. As you can see, I have, all this stuff over here. Just kind of fix this up a little bit. All right, so this will be the discovery call. And then we also have prefer to DIY, grab the post-purchase flow planner, digital product, CTA. So that is another thing that I need to make. Okay. All right. So now we going to add this. We're gonna check and see on Quillbot. I like to check my AI detection and all that. So we use Quillbot and we also use Zero GPT. Quillbot. So 0% and 1.08. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we can change that around. Where's this at? Let's be transparent about shipping times. Share, okay, so share a quick tutorial video on how to use the product or service. We can do include a short tutorial that helps them navigate their product or service. All right, I bet you anything it's 0 now. And if it isn't, oh my gosh. All right, so let's go ahead and copy that again. This and here, do that. 0, let's go, and 0. Okay, so now that we have that done, we are going to put this into here. We're actually gonna cut all that out and paste that in here. Now it's 61%, but we have some stuff to do. So it's not done yet. There, there. This is going to be heading. Hold on. Heavy spice. Okay. So yes, heading to. There. Heading. Okay. So these are all going to be boldened. So this one has a follow up to replenish order if applicable. So sometimes within businesses, they say like a digital product, they don't have anything that, requires somebody to continuously buy more things. So this is a flow for generalized businesses, but number 6 is not a for sure thing that needs to be included if it's a product that does not need to be replenished. So, like body oils, you're gonna run out of body oils. You're gonna need to buy some more. Digital product, that's a one time purchase. So, you can, I guess, add like little bits and pieces of extra things that are add ons, but that's like a upsell, cross sell type thing. So that's not actually there. What I mean is, it doesn't necessarily work. Where am I? There we go. Doesn't work all the time because usually you may just want to put those add-ons and updates into the folder if they have like unlimited access to it. Like for me, I have my digital product listed to like a OneDrive that people have access to that folder if they bought it. And like they can get access to the folder itself whenever, and it's going to be constantly updated, so they can see like the new updates as I go. Whenever they say like 2 years later they come back to reference it, and the 300 emails that I've had on there is now like over 1,000 because I've just been constantly just adding to it. So it's stuff like that that doesn't really help with a cross sell. If like I'm just like, hey, here's 500 more emails, but you have to pay for it. It's just like people don't really care for that. But if it works for your business, then by all means, go for it. All right, so this one, I don't want it H2, we'll do H3. And actually, let me see what happens if I do each one of these as H2. One is already H2, we're at 66 up here. You can't see it on my screen, unfortunately. Okay, be yourself, keep it human. And we're going to space that out. Put this as a heading. Remove that. Okay. passionate. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this one. Okay. I don't know why it grabbed that one. Oops. Where? There we go. And this one. So these two are going to be the links. So this will be the discovery call, which we will go ahead and put up. Then we'll copy link. And then before we post it, I will have to make that post-purchase flow planner. So I don't know if I just want to make it a post-purchase flow planner or if I want to like add the other steps of like other segmented flows. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so map out. Where's the arrow? I know I had an arrow over here somewhere. See that. Whoops. That was on me. Okay. Period. So, open that. Prefer DIY, grab that. Okay. So, avoid ghosting. So we will, 72 and 72. All right, good deal. And then after, I'd actually seen this. Here we go. CTR. That. And then this needs to go. No, your email. Okay, so what we will do is let's save the draft, check it out, and I'm gonna get rid of those. Preview this. We also need to make a thumbnail for it, but I'm gonna do that at a different time. We have the beautiful little table of contents here. The front, and then we have the H2s. And actually, before we do that, I want to make this an H3 and then this one an H3. See if making this goes up or down. Okay, because I really want to only have one H2 and then the rest of them are just H3s. And the reason why I do that is because with H2, I believe you need like 500 or more. Maybe it's 1,000, but like it's either 500 to 1,000 word count after H2, and then you need to have another H2. But since everything itself is just completely underneath a post purchase email, and like this is the why, this is what goes inside of it. So it's just like it's literally, I guess we can make this an H2, the second H2, and then that would be, because that's talking about strategies, and this is talking more about like what goes on in the inside, what it is, what goes on inside, the strategies that work with it, and more strategies. So I feel like that would be beneficial, and then we can also save that. So it'll be, yeah, okay, that works. I like that. I like how that works. And then after that, we'll actually put this as italicized. Same with this. Then later we'll come back, revise it again, just to make sure before it's actually published. We need to set that featured image as well. So we're going to set this for tomorrow. And that will be at 9. We'll do 9:18 in the morning tomorrow. Okay. So now with that, what I like to do is have ChatGPT help me with the SEO, because I'm just not really inclined with SEO anymore, but I do want to still use ChatGPT to help me with it. So what we can do, give me meta titles, a meta title, description, and keyword focus, or focus key phrase for SEO style using this blog with title. So let's paste all of that. Title, and we will add. Okay. So it'll do that, and then I'll just kind of copy and paste that information, because it's gonna base off of like the blog that I wrote. So meta title, how to write post-purchase emails that boost loyalty and sales. Okay, so we're going to put that down here. Oh look, it's at 83 now. This is the AI SEO, and then this one is the headline analyzer, which is great. It is absolutely phenomenal. So we're actually gonna delete those. Meta description, learn how to build trust and boost repeat purchases, see what to send, when to send it, and how to drive retention. There. The focus key phrase. Post purchase email strategy. It's 37 out of 100. Let me make sure. Not sure what keywords are used for. Check out the document. Okay. I think this is just how the Oh, maybe not. That's fine. And optional secondary keywords at target. Let me know if you like. Okay. Do post purchase email flow? Because I know that was used quite a bit. Okay. And then okay, now it's up to 44. Email flow. Email boost. Loyalty and sales. Now it's at 54. Focus keyword and introduction. Sale. If your post purchase email flow stops after the thank you message, you're leaving money and connection on the table. Okay. In subheadings, in your H2, H3 subheading, focus, keyword density. Okay. Goes up to 64. We should be fine. It's at 82 and 72 at the top. So I'll go ahead and schedule because this is actually a very good one. The visibility is good. Readability is 3. Focus keyword is 64 out of 100. Social, missing social markup. So we should be good. I just kind of care about like the top here. It says 82 out of 100. So I think it's pretty well written. So we'll just go ahead and schedule that for tomorrow at 9:18, I think it was. All right. Yeah, 9:18 tomorrow. Okay. So, I have a request. Well, not really a request. I offered that I offered them that I would do it for them. So, we're going to be reviewing somebody's blog, or I should say their portfolio. Let's see. I gotta find it. Hold on a moment. So we need it from nice. So from hold on. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Portfolio. I don't work. That's not it. And I honestly don't know why this is not letting me do what I need it for me to do. Link. Okay, that's tally. I don't know why. Hold on. Oh, okay, so I did wait a little bit, and did pause the recording. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that email, or not the email, the webpage anymore, but I will link it in the description below. Um, so y'all can go over there and see how it's done for whenever I do post it and I get the link in order to record that video. That's a lot of words for a short amount of time. My goodness. Um, so now let's go ahead. I'm wanting to make the image. We're gonna go to Canva, and then after we're done making the image and adding it to the um blog post, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. And yeah, but anyway, so we have, where is my blog post? Blog posts are somewhere. Oh, it's got to be this one because it says 32 on there. Open in a tab. Has anybody else been having issues with Canva? Because I am just not able to open them sometimes. Like it nulls out, I don't know. Alright. This is not the one I was expecting. That's not the blog post. Where's the blog post? One of 6, one of 2, one of 2. Maybe this? I didn't think it was that one. Oh, look at me being creepy. Okay. No, that is not it either. Goodness. Resume. My stuff is so unorganized. 1 of 16? No. That's content for like social media. What did I do with it? Well, no, that's going far, far back. No. Man, what? I have no idea. This is, see, everybody, this is exactly why you need to stay organized. Because then you're like me and having issues. Maybe this is it. No, this is the podcast stuff. Have I started my podcast? No, absolutely not. It's just things that I thought about. YouTube stream. I think it's right there. That's it right here. It's gotta be this one. These are the logos that I came up with. And then eventually became just that. Oh no, this is just logos. Oh my goodness. Where is my stuff, man? Did I delete it? No, that's Lincoln stuff. Here we go. Golly. Alright, so it was. What did we say it was? How to write. Um, Post purchase email flow. So we can do writing better post purchase email flow. Purchase email flow. How to write better post purchase email flows. Upload. No, we will not upload. We are going to woman typing on laptop photos. Is that women hands too? I get women hands. There you go. That is the thing here. Ooh, I do like that one too. Cause it's kind of like minimalistic and for a minimalist. I like that. I think I'm gonna go with this one. How to write better post purchase email flows. Add an S to that one. Okay, so we are good. All right, number 4. We're gonna save it as a JPEG. We're gonna put it on current page and then upload it. Okay. I thought I didn't like. Never mind. All right. Go to self-care writer, blog pieces. We are in June. Okay, now let's go set this. Loads. Always add the alt text. So this is how to write better post purchase flows blog thumbnail. And we're gonna set that as the featured image. I don't think it pops up here. But we should be fine with everything now. Making sure things are spaced out. Um, mm, I might have to delete this um before it posts tomorrow and then add it later because I don't have that right now. So we'll delete that for right now. And save it so that way people aren't confused on what's going on and all of that. So that is my step-by-step process of how I handle blog posts, come up with the blog post titles, and structuring it out for SEO purposes as well as readability. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. I will have the other video of me going over that website. Let me make sure this is not them. Okay, it's not them. But yeah, I will also probably like in a week after this video is posted, I should have it already, but if I don't, I will have it about a week after this video is posted. A link in the description below that goes over the website step by step, like critiquing, kind of like a reaction video, kind of, but it's more of just like an analyzed video. So I hope y'all enjoy, and thanks for watching. See y'all next time.